Patrick, you scheduled yourself in Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, we're usually short-staffed. I wanted Robin to have some time with Emma.
I just admitted a 10-year-old boy with a fractured femur. Poor thing's gonna be on crutches for Christmas, and the father deployed overseas.
We're qualified to fix broken bones, but I'm not sure how much control we'll have over Christmas.
Dr. Scorpio, as the only thinking person on staff, I trust you scheduled more tests for me?
Theo, we run them all.
I've got good news, Mr. Hoffman. You're all healthy. You're good to go home.
You never tire of repeating yourself. You've been pushing me out the door from the moment I arrived. Tell me you haven't been swayed by this myopic incompetent.
Dr. Judy Williams, call 2501.
Sonny?
No, sorry, wrong guy.
I'm relying on your compassion, your professionalism, your ability to form a cogent thought. First, do no harm. Isn't that right?
That's right, but we've run all the tests, and they're all negative.
I've endured days of powdered eggs and jello, suffered through countless tests that were poorly administered and assessed by incompetence.
You requested those tests.
And I run dozens of MRIs every week. Yours are clear.
Yeah, I looked at the test results, too. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
We checked, we double-checked, CT scans,
Ran
MRIs.
every test we have possible here.
Okay, you should be relieved that your concerns were unfounded.
By all means, run over to the nearest fast food joint and congratulate yourselves on your unswerving ignorance. But you lived in Paris. I expected a modicum of intelligence at least.
Anyone here would have found the problem, if there was one.
You embody the pyramid of faulty reasoning. Someone makes a fallacious or incompetent decision, the more they're proven wrong, the more entrenched they become in their erroneous position. Tell me, Dr. Philistine, you are convinced the Earth is flat, aren't you?
All right, Mr. Hoffman, it's time to go home.
We can't justify keeping you here without a medical reason.
Ah, another member of the Flat Earth Society. You must believe that earthquakes are caused by angry gods and sickness is a punishment for licentious living.
Mr. Hoffman, stop. This is my fault.
I'll let you buy me a plate of fries.
Actually, I'm waiting for somebody.
I'm somebody.
I'm waiting for Abby.
I didn't know you were still seeing her.
It's a little complicated.
Because she's too old for you. Well, she is.
Oh, yeah, that's what Abby said. I was supposed to go on a date with her last night. She changed her mind at the last minute, said I should start seeing girls my own age.
She's right.
No. I need to explain to her.
No, you don't. Michael, let it go.
No, not until I know the real reason that Abby won't see me.
We set a trap for Jerry.
Hey. I didn't realize that Sonny had left, so...
Don't worry, you were perfectly safe. You left a couple guards in the living room, a couple more outside.
Great. What are you doing here?
Jason wanted me to take you back to his place.
Like a Christmas fruitcake that no one wants?
Look, Jerry Jack showed up at the morgue last night to claim Alexander's body. From everything he was saying and doing, it's more and more likely that he is the Balkan.
What happened?
Well, there was an accident. Jerry drove his van off an embankment. They're still searching for the body.
Well, this changes everything, right?
You know, this whole idea of marriage at this stage of life, with your eyes wide open, you know, no...
Being cautious. I agree with him. You should be back at the penthouse.
I mean, if Jerry really did, in fact, bizarrely, survive this crash,
I mean, do you really think that he's going to be in any condition to be able to cause anybody any trouble?
Yeah, if somehow Jerry did survive this crash, he's going to be more determined than ever to come and find you.
Poor Jax. I mean, I know this guy's a horrible person, but, you know, it's his brother. It's...
Did you know Jerry?
Not really. I mean, when Jax and I were together a long time ago, he was always the big, mysterious, adventurous brother who was never around. And then I did, in fact, meet him one time, and it was kind of obvious to me that he didn't have an honest bone in his body.
Well, if he is the Balkan and he is dead, then we can put this whole mess behind us.
I hope so, because Sonny and I are finally happy.
All right, well, hey. I'm going to make sure you get your life back. And you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing, you know. I thought I wanted to go back to Rome, and now I'm not so sure.
The whole thing's...
Why don't you and Allie go out with me and Taylor?
Are we really gonna go there again?
Allie's perfect for you. And she still thinks you're really cute.
Yeah, well, Allie's nice. And I kind of like her as a friend. And I hate shutting her down, so stop trying to push us together. It's not fair.
You never gave Allie a chance.
I'm not her type, trust me.
You're obviously not Abby's type either.
Abby gets me. I get along better with her more than anyone else, ever. There's nothing I can't say to her.
I used to say the same thing about Kiefer.
What are you talking about? Kiefer was a pig. Abby's an amazing person.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Everything that my colleagues are saying here is true. There's nothing medically wrong with you.
Another bright light of independence extinguished by peer pressure.
I only had you admitted because I thought giving you some attention would help ease your loneliness.
I see. You were patronizing me, humoring me, as if a man of my intellect and interests couldn't find more appropriate diversions.
Well, look at it this way. You're free to seek them out now.
And here we have the crux of the problem. In addition to your incompetence and ignorance, you can't bear to be proven wrong. Perhaps in addition to pressuring your estranged spouse, you've been falsifying my test results.
Oh, Mr. Hoffman, you are not worth jeopardizing my medical license.
There we have it. Your blatant bias against me.
I know my staff, and they would never knowingly discharge a patient in need.
Forgive the cliche, but actions speak louder than words.
If you want to blame someone, blame me.
I do blame you for allowing yourself to be cowed by this pack of braying fools.
Mr. Hoffman, you're being discharged. There's no point in badgering my doctors.
Have it your way. Your callous negligence won't go unanswered.
Did he just threaten us?
Okay.
Max, is everything perfect? Because I want everything perfect for Brenda. You know that. Claire. You okay?
You know how you can help right now? If you just leave. Just forget that we even bumped into each other. It's just another example of our tragically bad timing.
Are you in trouble?
Trouble?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, don't be ridiculous. I mean, I've been rewarded for my loyalty and work ethic. I've been transferred to Alaska.
Spinelli. Did you lose something?
The Jane Doe chart.
Inez? May I ask why?
I was just curious to see how she responded to the medication.
Well, I discharged her this morning. Antibiotics obviously did the trick.
Dr. Rodriguez, call 3012, Dr. Lucia Rodriguez.
I guess you missed your chance. I guess I did. So you thought you would interrogate my patient?
that Inez would buckle under pressure and give way to some sort of, sinister plot that I was cooking up against you. I must be so disappointed.
I'm not playing your game.
You know what, but it's actually not my game, Robin, because you're the one who started it. When you decided to pick on a poor illegal immigrant just looking for medication. There's like the hundreds of immigrants right here in Port Charles in desperate need of help, but they're too afraid to ask. But you know what? They'd rather risk their health than deportation.
Please, there is no way in hell that you stole the medication to help that woman.
The last time you were that paranoid, you accused me of burning down your uncle's house. And you were proven wrong that time, too.
You know what? Save your innocent act for someone else. We both know you're psychotic and you always have an agenda, and I will figure out what you're up to this time.
Or die trying.